Every week, somewhere in the shadows, the impossible creeps into this world. Ghosts, demons, cryptids, the things that science can't explain. Tonight, we're diving into 4 terrifying stories that surfaced this week. Stories that may just go viral because of how strange and chilling they are. First off, I'd just like to acknowledge that my last short that I did, well, it was a few shorts ago, went insane. I mean, I'm used to getting 20 to 30 to 40 views. This one's nearly over 100,000 views, and it's got me about 83 plus subscribers. So thank you so much for those that have subscribed. I hope you really enjoy the content that I'm bringing. Please, I love the suggestions. Please send me suggestions, DM me stories, scary stories. I'd love to feature them in these videos. So let's crack on.
Generation Game, nice to see you,
They say theatres never forget their stars. This week, one of Britain's most beloved entertainers may have just returned for an encore from beyond the grave. Staff at the London Palladium have reported strange after-hours events. Most unsettling? The sound of Bruce Forsyth echoing throughout the corridors. Famous for hosting Strictly Come Dancing and the Generation Game, now Forsyth passed away in 2017, but witnesses say that his laugh still rings out, and one claimed they even heard his catchphrase, "Nice to see you, nice!" Cold spots, flickering lights, and a sensation of being watched backstage. And they're just some of the reports. Skeptics chalk it up to old wiring, suggestion, or even just sound carrying from the street outside, where people might be mimicking. But believers think that Forsyth may have just joined the ranks of the many ghosts of performers who never left the Palladium, a star whose spotlight still burns long after death. In Texas, the Yorktown Memorial Hospital, often called one of America's most haunted locations, has just been purchased by some paranormal researchers. They plan to reopen it for overnight stays, ghost hunts, tours, investigation. The hospital, abandoned in the 1980s, has a reputation for disturbing events, shadow figures gliding across corridors, children's voices on EVPs, a room full of haunted dolls that allegedly move when no one is watching, and the chapel where investigators have felt an overwhelming dark presence. Something not human. One chilling case. A visitor asked aloud, "Is there anyone here with us?" The playback revealed a child's whisper, "Help me." Skeptics argue it's acoustics, imagination, or interference, but with the hospital reopening for investigation, we may finally find out what's hiding in its walls, or who. Crungus. Have you heard of Crungus? Because I hadn't heard of Crungus before today. Not all monsters come from the forests or swamps. Some are born inside machines.
Listen to this. AI dreamed up a bizarre nightmare creature that doesn't actually exist.
Meet Crungus, the internet's first true digital cryptid. In 2022, users experimented with AI image generators, typed in the nonsense word Crungus. To their shock, the AI consistently produced the same image, a grotesque, hairy humanoid with glowing eyes, twisted features, and razor-sharp teeth. This wasn't a one-off glitch. Across different users, at different times, the results were eerily similar. So what could this be? Paranormal believers argue Crungus is more than coincidence. Perhaps a demon the AI accidentally revealed, or a nightmare form pulled from the collective subconscious. Some even suggest it's an entity feeding through the internet using AI as a gateway. Now, if you're like me and you can see the internet filled with negativity at the moment, and you realize that demons, obviously, and bad entities feed off negativity, this is an absolute feeding trough for demons. Well, it could be. But skeptics have their theories too, obviously, and too right they should. We should always be asking questions and not believe everything that we first see. So this is what I found. Bias in AI training data. The word Crungus might resemble words in datasets linked to monsters, goblins, or fantasy art. Pareidolia. Our brains see patterns and fill in the blanks, turning random AI noise into a consistent monster. Or cultural echoes. The imagery may unconsciously resemble trolls, devils, demons, often drawn in fantasy games, comics, and art fed into AI. And yet, the unsettling part is how consistent the monster looks. No matter how often it's generated, even skeptics admit, Crungus is a mystery that blurs the line between glitch and genuine nightmare. In Hampshire, England, Wymering Manor has long been known as one of the most haunted houses in the country. This week, investigators who visited the site reported something unsettling during a late-night mirror scrying session. Now, according to their account, one team member believed they saw the reflection of a dark-haired woman standing behind them, but when they turned around, the room was empty. There's no video evidence of this at the moment, only the team's testimony. Now, skeptics argue it could be tired eyes playing tricks on the natural tendencies to see faces and shadows, but for those present that night, it felt like a direct encounter with one of the manor's many rumored spirits. However, no footage, no evidence, just testimony. Take that as you will. A theatre echoing with laughter of the dead. A hospital reopening its haunted doors. A monster born inside our machines. And mirrors that don't quite reflect, but reveals. The world just keeps getting stranger. The only question is, which story will follow you into your dreams tonight?